Hey, what's up guys, it's Apollo Uchiha here and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm back with a new movie. Yes, a movie finally after such a long time. And the name of this movie is What If Naruto Was Blessed by Kami with Luck. And yeah guys, it is an unscripted movie and I might take the harem route on this one as well. And it is going to be a funny one as well. So make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. And aside from that, regarding my second channel, I will be trying my best to be consistent on the channel from now on, from today onwards. Yes, there will be a regular video every day. This is going to be my goal, to upload 2 videos in a one go. It's going to be tough since both of them are going to be unscripted, but I'm all for it. So make sure you leave a like and subscribe to both of my channels, and yeah, follow me on both, just to have fun and chill. Now, without any further ado, let's begin with our today's story. Roll the intro. Our story begins in Konoha Gakure no Sato, as we go towards the said village to see that it was night time. A peaceful night in the month of October, and the date was October 10th. Everything was as usual, normal, until goosebumps began to appear on people's skin, and they felt a sensation of terror coursing through their veins, as when they looked behind them, up above in the sky, there was a towering figure hovering over them. And that figure was none other than Kyubi no Yoko, the nine-tailed fox, the strongest Biju known to the shinobi world. And it screeched at them and with a single slash began to cause havoc and destruction in the said village. While the civilians tried their best to evacuate with the help of the Genins and the Chunins, the Jonins, Anbus, and the clan heads were trying their best under the guidance of the third Hokage, Hiruzen Sarutobi, to stop the Biju on the outskirts of the village and to minimize the damage which already the Biju has caused. And to be fair, it was not working out, since he was so strong that it could literally shake the mountains with its tails, and they were just mere tiny humans in front of it. And they knew that it was an unevident try, but they had to try their best to save their home. While this battle between man and the Biju continued on, we go to the other side to see another battle was taking place between a masked person who was the cause and the culprit of all this mess, and the current Kage of the said village, Minato Namikaze, otherwise known as the Yellow Flash, as he was panting heavily because of the exhaustion that he was feeling. Now choose, Hokage. What are you going to do? Me or the Biju? Both of us have the ability to cause trouble, while the Biju over there can cause much more trouble than me. You have one choice, either let me go or let your village be destroyed, said the injured person who was standing in front of the Kage, as the blonde-haired man gritted his teeth, narrowing his blue eyes at him. I'll get you for this, whoever you are, Madara Uchiha. I do not believe that for a second. Believe what you wish and want. With a single twirl, it disappeared into nothingness, as now Minato looked back in front of the huge Biju that was screeching and thrashing its tail left and right to cause damage to the village. I have to do this. I'm sorry, Kushina, he said as he bent and disappeared with the technique which made him famous, the Yellow Flash technique, the Flying Raijin, as we see him arriving at the battlefield with an infant child in his arms. Minato, what are you doing here with an infant kid? We are in the midst of a battle. We have to go with the plan B, Hiruzen-sama. What? Hiruzen said with shock. But what about Kushina? She's dead, said Minato. Did you? It's not confirmed, but she's dead most likely. The Biju was ripped out of her after birth. What? Oh no. We will try our best to give you time, or at least buy some time for you. The rest is up to you, Minato. All I need is some mere moments. Here, let Gamabunta help you, as he summoned the Toad clan's chief, Gamabunta, as a huge toad appeared there with a katana in its hand. Huh? Minato, why did you summon me? Whoa, he said, dodging a tail coming thrashing towards him. What the hell is wrong here? Why is the Biju out? Something went wrong. We're gonna go with the plan B. Chief, can you? I know what I have to do, kid. Just don't take too much long. That's a godforsaken Biju out there that I have to hold on. Just for a bit. Go on, kid. Let me handle this. Hey! Said the huge toad, sending a huge rock flying towards the fox as it smashed in Fox's head as the fox looked towards the huge toad and screeched while charging towards him. That's it. As he unsheathed his katana and leapt into the air with his legs, and the battle and the clash between the two colossals began, while Minato began to prepare the altar and the seal. As after completing the seal, he looked down at his child. I have to do this. Minato, are you going to use the Hakai Fuin? I have to. Let me do this, son. You have a whole life ahead of you. Hiruzen-sama, no. I have been a bad father, but you have a chance to be a good one. Do not follow in my footsteps. Be what I wish to be, and much more and beyond. With these wise words, Hiruzen began to do the hand seals before Minato could do anything or stop him. As we see, the Kyuubi threw away the huge toad as the hand seals were close to completion. Damn it! I have to do something, said Minato, as he was about to take the stand, when out of nowhere, some adamantium chains appeared and wrapped around the Biju as its claw was coming towards them and stopped midway. As on the other side, Minato looked towards the person who caused this all. It was Kushina, who was bleeding and heaving badly. Kushina, you're alive! Barely. I have low chakra, but this is much more enough to hold him. Do what you gotta do. Almost there, Kushina. Just hold on. And with extreme speed, he began to do the hand seals. And when it was close to completion, one seal misspelled, and he casted the jutsu. And instead of the Hakai in the Shinigami jutsu, Kami itself appeared. As we see Hiruzen trying to offer the soul to seal the Biju inside of Naruto. That it did happen, but something more than that happened. Kami literally stopped in front of everyone after the Biju disappeared, as everyone was shocked, and so was Hiruzen, as his soul was leaving his body. As Kami patted Naruto's head and kissed Naruto's forehead, and after that a mark appeared, a diamond forehead mark like the 100 Healings one, but this mark was white, complete white, and with that mark Kami disappeared. And after that everyone else just cheered until they heard a thud. The third Hokage has fallen, and every cheering went quiet into silence. As Kushina was also losing it, until we see someone grabbed her, and that someone turned out to be, she knew, Tsunade. Why? I was near the village. I heard the commotion. I had to come and see if the village needs my help. And turns out, you silly girl, you were this close to dying, she said as her 100 healing marks was activated and her chakra was entering inside Kushina, regenerating hers, and healing all the internal damage as well. As on the other side we see another toad appear, and on top of its head was a silver-haired man with two toads on his shoulder. As he looked down at the fallen, I see, so Sensei has fallen. We were late, he said with the gritted teeth. Almost late, Sensei. But his sacrifice, I tried to stop. I know, Sensei. I heard everything, he said. And he was right. If it was for me, I would have been the one to use that seal, not him. Let's prepare for the funeral, Minato, and gather everyone. Tsunade, I believe you're going to be taking care of Kushina now, and Naruto. After that, we'll see what we can do about the rest of the villagers who are injured. As suddenly Nanbo arrived. Hokage-sama, the council has gathered, and they wish for attendance. Now's not the time. But they need your attendance. They have been gathered there, as the clan heads are there as well. What? What do you mean, clan heads? Said Fukaku, as he and Hiyashi arrived there. The other ones were trying their best to evacuate and hold the barrier. Oh, so others are there now. We have to go and see what they are up to, Minato, said Fukaku. You're right, Fukaku, we have to. As they were walking back, we see that Minato was approached by Fukaku. Minato, did you notice the Biju's eyes? I did, old friend. And I completely trust you. And I know that it wasn't your clan. It was a person who claimed to be Madara Uchiha. But that can't be, Fukaku said. Regardless of that, he was a rogue Sharingan user. So the clan is safe, then? Said Fukaku. Yes, more. Why do you even think that your clan will be the one to blame? God forbid if something else would have happened. We would have been the one to be pinned down with this blame. Thank God, it didn't. But there was. The third Hokage sacrificed himself, and his sacrifice will be remembered. And let's just hope that it doesn't go down in the drain because of some people. And those some people were the ones who called for the council meeting. As you go towards the council chamber, or what was left of it, to see that the whole council was gathered there. I see that you are fine, Minato. Or what? Did you wish me to die? Well, we saw that the Shinigami, or whatever it was, appeared. That was Kami herself. There was a mistake in the seal. Ah, I see. Kami herself, huh? And about the Jinchuriki? You're not going to ask about your fallen comrade, Danzo? That's quite weird, said Minato, as Danzo then felt quiet. It is an unfortunate event that transpired today, Minato, but you said everything was fine. What happened? You're not gonna pin the blame on me. It was a masked person, and I believe it is a rogue person from our village, claiming to be Madara Uchiha. And he was the one behind it all. I see. So he is an Uchiha. An Uchiha who is rogue, not from the clan. Danzo, don't try to twist my own words. And I can testify that. Even I myself am the one who told Minato about this all. It wasn't hard to tell when you see the two Sharingans in the Biju's eyes. It was in a Genjutsu, said Danzo. That was casted by an Uchiha, regardless of him being... So what, are you going to label all of the Uchihas like this? Said Fugaku. We have to find out the truth. The truth is in front of you all. I am the one who confronted him, and he is not one of ours. Could have been in the past, but not now. He is not ours, and he has his own agenda or goal. He wanted the Biju, but before doing that, he wanted to destroy Konoha, meaning he holds a grudge. And the only clue we have on him is that he has a Sharingan and he claims to be Madara Uchiha and wears a mask on his face. I see. So what are we gonna do about it? What do you think? We have a lot of things to deal with, a lot of funerals to attend, and a lot of rebuilding to do, Danzo. After that, we will see what we can do. Then what about the Jinchuriki? I wish to know that my comrade at least didn't sacrifice for Rain. My son has taken the mentality of the Jinchuriki after my wife. You see, the female Jinchuriki seal is weakened to the state that it can break at childbirth because of technicalities. And since the strongest Biju was only capable of being held by the Uzumakis, Kushina was doing her best, trying to fight off the Biju as well as giving her birth. Is she okay? Asked Mabuki Haruno, as Danzo gritted his teeth. Well, Mabuki-san, she is fine, thankfully. But she's, because of stress on her body, still in a state of sleepiness and drowsiness. I see. That's nice. Yeah, that's good, said Tazumi. So, what did you name the little one? His name is Naruto. And we saw that the Kami stayed, at least some of the Anbu stated. Said Shikaku. What does that mean? Well, that is something we don't even know ourselves. We wish to go to the Land of Fire temple to get an identity on it. At least to know what happened. If anything comes up, you will let us know. Obviously, I will. If it has the requirement to get the attention of the council, I will tell you all about this. I see. Then, regardless of that, this meeting is adjourned. We have a lot of work to do, people, and we will be beginning with this. And after that, we see that after a few months of the whole completion of the village's build, as well as Kushina being out of trouble because of all this, and Tsunada's nagging, and Minato's nagging, we see her finally resting inside their house, with a child in her arms, and a complete family, as Minato has taken the day off to rest finally after such a long time of continuously working without any rest. I think we should take a vacation, Kushina. It seems nice and peaceful once in a while. Where do you think we would go? I mean, the masked person is still out there, he said, getting serious. You don't need to worry about anything. That masked person, if he comes, he will have to deal with me. And this time around, you and I both will kick his ass. You betcha, she said. But still, I wonder what this mark is that Kami gave Naruto. Only time will tell, Kushina. Only time will tell. As after that we see, Minato's request to take the days off were granted, and since Tsunade was already there, she has to take the mentality of the Kage, and Minato had to tender his resignation until further notice. He was all for it. I mean, he wanted to be a Hokage, and he was already damn with a damn job. So Tsunade was more than happy to take the mentality, and the council thought, or at least the elders thought, they could now manipulate her. But to their shock, Tsunade was much more tough than Minato to crack. So they regretted their decision yet again. But there was nothing they could do about it, since she had gained a lot of respect between civilians and shinobis alike, since she saved most of the people from dying by being here. And as for Jiraiya, he was Minato and Kushina's escort made by Tsunade. So we see the three of them traveling with their son, and finally going to the Land of Fire Temple, where they met the most ancient priest of the old time, more than 200 years worth of age, as he could barely move or walk, but due to him being in continuous meditation, he was still able to survive 200 rough years. As they were brought in front of him for this, as even he couldn't see, he sensed it. The child that you have, he has the pure aura around him, much more pure than chakra. He is being shrouded by Kami's rings herself. You do not need to worry or fear about his safety. He will live a healthy life until he wishes to die. With these words, the elder went quiet, as the head priest Hanma then said, "The elder has spoken, and he has given you the hints. All there is to it then is to see what the future holds for you. And from the looks of it, I must congratulate you, Minato-san, Kushina-san. Your child will have a bright future ahead of him." Really? Yes, really. As after that, we see them finally returning back. And once they returned, life at Konoha became normal. And Minato took back the mentality of a Jonin and went on a lot of missions, and even joined the Anbus soon after. As for Kushina, she was already an Anbu commander, meaning second strongest in the village, but now she was the third. But in Konoichi, she was the second, since Tsunade's return. As this was going on, Naruto would have mostly been dropped off at a friends of theirs who had civilian wives, mainly Mikoto, who has given up her role as a Konoichi and now has taken the role of a mother. Naruto remained there with her twins, Satsuki and Sasuke Uchiha, who were born 2 months before Naruto, and the three of them had gotten quite close and have become good friends. Even after the retirement of Minato, there has been a little bit of trouble between the Uchiha clan and some other people who were drunkard and blamed them. But aside from that, those were charged and were sent to prison by the Anbus, not the Uchiha cell or police by the other ones, because they knew that what they said was wrong and even apologized to the clan. Tsunade has kept one thing mandatory, and that was to make sure that the Uchiha's clan gained the respect they wanted. And she has even nominated Itachi as the next Kage and has made him the prodigy. And this has appeased the tensions that were growing in between the clan as well. As now we see, many years have passed, and Naruto was now at the age of 8 and was attending currently a birthday party of his friend Hinata Hyuga in the Hyuga compound with his other friends. As all of the clan, her children were there, we see Hinata was now literally shaking with sleep. "You need to go and sleep, Hinata-chan." "Yes, I should, Naruto-kun. How about I go with you?" As Satsuki and Sasuke saw that, Sasuke frowned at that, but didn't say anything as Naruto went with her, grabbing her hand, and went away. As Sasuke then said, "You like him, don't you?" As she blushed and said, "No." "Ew, that's disgusting, Sasuke." You'll admit it in due time." As after some time we see that they heard, all of them, even the adults, heard a scream. As now we go towards the room where the scream came from. It was Hinata's room. There we see Ko, her bodyguard, as well as some shinobis from Kumo, all tangled up and tripped over, and they couldn't move. And Naruto and Hinata on either side, and Naruto in front of her in a protective manner. "What is going on here?" Yashi said after arriving there urgently, and everyone followed suit. "Naruto! They did try to attack her. Him as well." "What? What do you mean?" "I didn't do any of that. You're lying." said Ko, as the other men tried to get up but he couldn't. Oh, I can't, my bag. It's broken. As after that, the other Anbus came there and arrested the man. And as for Ko, he was brought in for interrogation, which later revealed that he conspired against Hinata and made a deal with the Kumo for some Ryus that he will sell them Hinata by giving them an opportunity to kidnap her. And he was banished from the clan after his Bakugan was literally pulled out of his eyes. And with a little to no medication, he was kicked out of the clan as a blind man now, after making sure that he cannot teach any of the skills to anyone. It was a tradition in the Hyuga clan to deal with the traitors like this. And as for the Kumo's people, let's just say the new Raikage arrived and bowed in front of Tsunade to apologize. Akage shouldn't have bowed, but he did. I apologize for the disrespect and all the mess that my, shinobi has caused, but I am not aware of any peace treaty that was sent by me. Who sent you here? Raikage-sama, you signed the document. I believe that you do not remember. How can I not remember such a huge decision? I would have. Don't you agree, Hokage? Obviously, if Kage makes a decision, should have at least remember or have knowledge of it. How come he doesn't? What is that you're hiding? It was the council. It was the council that wanted this. They wanted the Hyuga clan. They wanted the Hyuga clan here, so that they can produce their own Byakugan. They wanted the dojutsu of the Byakugan. I see. I humbly apologize to you, Yashiyuga-san. This was not transpired by me. It was transpired by my council, and I assure you that you can visit yourself alongside an entourage to see their execution if it sees your, hatred towards us. How can we be sure, said Kushina. You know that your father has tried to do the same with me when I was. What happened in the past has been in the past, and I have been trying my best to live up to the mistakes that my old man did, and to go and beyond to repair the damage that he has caused after his death. I'm not saying that you're like him, but what's the I don't know what to say, she said as she remained quiet as Minato placed a hand on her shoulder. If it wasn't for Minato, she knew that she would have died that day, or worst, have been used as a breeding stock. Both scenarios were worse for her, and she couldn't have given birth to her son, as well as others. And talking about Naruto, we go towards him, as we see him currently sitting inside the academy, as he was recognized as a hero amongst his peers, as Kiba was quite now, fanboying him as well. That was so cool. I mean, Naruto was there like, bam, protecting her, and he knocked both of them out. They both tripped, I told you, because of their, I don't know, not awareness. I did not do anything. I was just scared as Hinata was. You did protect me, Naruto-kun, and I'm grateful for that. As Sasuke clenched her fist while seeing Hinata blushing and corning up Naruto, and Naruto blushing as well. Well, if you say so, but I was afraid too. Come on, Naruto, that was quite a nice move. You gotta admit that was cool, right, everyone? Yeah, everyone said, as he was punched in the ribs by his sister. Ow, what the hell was that for? You know what it was for. Well, you said you didn't. When did I say that? I didn't say anything. If that was my answer, you just interpreted it yourself. Interpreted what? Said Naruto. Oh, nothing. And that is when Iruka came, and their academy years began. And after that, we go and have another time skip. Time skip all the way until the graduation years. Naruto during those years have been extremely lucky, meaning even if he slept like Shikamaru, he would have aced the exams, and he was currently the first, and was going to be gunning for the Rookie of the Year this time around. He passed every test, but to make sure that he was the Rookie of the Year, a battle between the previous Rookie of the Year and this year's Rookie of the Year must be conducted, and henceforth Neji Hyuga was going to fight now Naruto on a sparring match. If you lose to me, don't take it to heart, Naruto-san, because I am an elite as well as with the dojutsu here. I am from Hyuga clan after all. Okay, said Naruto as he got into a stance. As we see Neji getting into a stance of his own, the Hyuga clan fighting style from the bronze side, as he began using his gentle fist to strike Naruto, but Naruto somehow was able to dodge all of them. As Neji continued this and Naruto continued his defensive position until Neji got sick of it. Why don't you stay still? He said, launching attack after an attack at Naruto, but Naruto just kept on dodging it. I don't want to get hit, maybe? Said Naruto, until he was so low, dodging an attack that he almost tripped. His feet went into the air and he did a backflip, and which caused his feet to hit Neji's hand, and his finger literally cracked because of the impact. As Naruto was down on his feet, as Neji was down on the ground grabbing his head. Ow! My pinky! It hurts! What just happened? Said Mizuki. Neji-san, said Iruka. Are you okay? I'm fine, sensei. Ow! I gotta go to Tsunade-sama. My pinky is broken. Oh, sorry about that. It's fine. It's fine. Wow, I actually got that. That was by accident, said Sasuke. You're just jealous, said Naruto's fanboy number 1, Kiba Inuzuka. As after that, Naruto was given the title of the Rookie of the Year. Sasuke was a little bit jealous, but otherwise everything was fine. As we go towards the Hokage office, where we see Minato and the other clan heads alongside Tsunade using third Hokage's magical orb to see through all of this. You gotta admit, that was kind of cool, said Inoichi. That was what you call extremely lucky, said Hiyashi's brother, Hisashi, who was also there. No, brother. I know how it feels, but seriously, shouldn't you be going and checking up your son? It's just a pinky that is hurt, and I must teach Neji about more endurance. It is kind of embarrassing. Well, go easy on him, brother. You know I will. And after that, we go towards Minato, who was scratching the back of his head. As Shikaku approached him, either you kids is lucky or just something else entirely. I still don't know what that old monk said to you back in the temple. He said that my son will have a nice life, and that's all there's need to it. And he was, to be honest, talking in a cryptic code or something. It's quite hard to crack. His discipline told me that we shouldn't worry about this, and only the future will tell us about what is going to happen in the future. As after that, we see Naruto and the rest of the clan heads have become Genins, and Naruto was placed in a team with the Uchiha siblings under Kakashi Hatake. As now we see the D-rank missions began, and so did the introductions. After quite eventful introduction, the D-rank missions began after passing the test of his as well, and final test was to capture the cat, the demon cat known as Tora. And we see Naruto literally stroking the cat as the cat was purring, while even the Jonins have halted and to see the scene that was in front of them. They were just shocked, flabbergasted, and some were downright jealous of what Naruto was able to do. That cat was a monster in its skin, because of a lot of trauma and memories that people had of it, scratching their eyes off. And same could be said for Sasuke, whose eyes were literally scratched. You know, I had a certain urge to burn this cat alive. Come on, Sasuke, don't be like that. I told you to pat it gently and let it come towards you, but you were like, nah, I'm just gonna grab it and earn more points for our team. It's our final mission, Naruto, and after that, it's the real deal. We had to start somewhere. Calm down, Sasuke, everything is fine, said Satsuki. Easy for you to say, since you didn't even bother to do anything. What did you say? She said with a smile that matched a lot alike Mikoto Uchiha when she got enraged at either their father or at them. Nothing at all. Jeez, that was scary. As for Naruto, he was somewhat afraid as well, as we see him finally arriving at the Hokage office. As the woman came there, as the cat literally hissed at her, "Whoa, calm down, lady," said Naruto. "I demand for my cat to be handed over to me, little one." She's afraid of you, can't you see?" How so?" "Well, look, move your hand towards her." As the lady did, and the cat began to hiss. Oh dear, I didn't notice that. I thought it was just purring. This is what it calls, as Naruto scratched her ear as she began to purr. "Let it come to you, and after it assures that you do not have any ill will towards her, she will remain with you." As the woman tried, and with Naruto's help, Tora was finally tamed by its owner, and the village left happily after giving them generous amount of tip as well, aside from the mission's payment. Well, I guess you all three are lucky. 100,000 ryus for each of you, and for Kakashi 300,000 ryus. Huh, that's nice. I would like to request a vacation now, said Kakashi. What? Come on, Sensei, this is our first break. We're gonna go and have our first C-rank mission. Seriously? We just completed our all D-rank ones, Naruto, and rest might be nice. We have been doing this for a past month. Oh, come on, Sasuke, don't be like that. Hey, Bachan, can we have a first C-rank missions? Naruto, be respectful to the Kage. It's alright, Iruka. But seriously, are you still considering the C-rank? I mean, they are just kids. When are we gonna grow up, Sensei? We have to start somewhere. But still, Naruto, you're too young. You know what? The kid is right. He has to start somewhere. And you all in for it? I think I should agree. There goes my dream of having a vacation. I agree with them as well. As after that, a bridge builder was called in by Iruka, and in came a drunken bridge builder. A bunch of brats are gonna protect me? And what do you wish? Me to go with you at the budget that you have offered and the details that you have offered? Says Tsunade with a sickly sweet smile plastered on her face. No, Tsunade-sama, this will be suffice. Good. Now get your ass out of here and be more presentable next time, or otherwise I'll just punch you all the way to Band of Apes. Hi, he said as he dashed outside. And after some time we see them all gathered there, and that is when we see Kushina and her team returning back from a mission. Oh, Naruto, you're leaving? Kachan. Oh, you're finally back. Where's Sochan? Well, he is back there still, stuck because he has to do some stuff. I don't know. Scientific stuff and all. Oh, I see. So, where are you going, young man? I'm going on the first C-rank mission. Really now? Yes. You better watch out for him, Kakashi, or otherwise you and I are gonna have a training session. Yes, Tsunade-sama. Kushina-sama, you don't need to worry about anything. Good. As now we see all of them walking back towards a civilian pace, towards the land of waves. And during their travel, a puddle was formed, as Naruto said. Weird. What's weird? A puddle. It's middle of July, and there hasn't been a single drop of rain. Why is there a puddle there? You're right. How about this? Said Sasuke as he threw a explosive seal tag, as it landed right on top of the puddle, as it began to hiss, and then an explosion happened. And the demon brothers came there with their hair and asses on fire. You little brat! You know how much it hurts? As Naruto began to laugh while rolling on the ground. After that, having their laugh, we see Naruto got up and almost instantly dodged a huge claw that came towards him. And Naruto then did something, sneezed, and the chain broke right there. What the fuck? Said one of the demon brothers. My claw just broke. How in the hell? You want this? Said Naruto, getting up as they were bickering about it. As Naruto grabbed the chain and began to rotate with the chain as the claw began to rotate, and threw it back at them with high force and speed, causing the claw to smash both into them and impale them in their stomachs. What the hell? I told you, dumbass, you should polish your chain. It looks rusted. We're injured, we gotta go. As both of them tried their best to get out of it, but because of their disagreements and both of them fighting, as the rest of them having a sweat drop, they died. So they had to continue on. As they were continuing on, Naruto then stopped and looked back at Tazuna. It's weird that you and we were attacked out of nowhere. Are you sure, certainly, mister, that you're not hiding anything from us? Fuck. Yes, I was. As after the whole story, we see Naruto crying and had popcorn in his hand. That was the most heartbreaking story I ever heard. Why the fuck are you eating popcorn? It's sad. Well, my guess is that he hasn't killed a lot of women. And as for that man, who knows? Maybe, yeah, he's the only one he killed. As they all face faulted. What kind of conclusion is that, Naruto? He did say that he ripped out his arms and all that. It's hard to survive. Then what gave you the idea that the women survive? He said that he has sick fantasies with women and all that stuff. So why would a person kill a lot of women that now he finally has? That is a good point, Naruto. Certainly a good point. We're gonna go and search for it after we make sure that you reach home, Tazumi-san. And that is when we see Naruto standing there while everyone else ducked. Duck, Naruto! But before Naruto could duck, there was a huge gust of wind, and the blade changed its direction and slammed into a tree stump right next to Naruto. As Naruto just stood there with a shocked expression. What the hell? He said, as suddenly clapping sound was heard. My oh my, what an extremely luck you have there, young man. How about this then? As he threw a water dragon jutsu, and out of nowhere, the water dragon just splattered all across while an inch away from Naruto. Huh. He's almost out of range as well. As he began to throw projectiles, but because of the airs that suddenly blew, the projectile speed was slowed down and Naruto was able to dodge. What the fuck is wrong with this kid? Yo, Kakashi! He said. What do you want, Zabuza? Are you with this Gato person? Yeah, about that later. What is wrong with this kid? Is he defective or something? What do you mean? I mean, I tried to literally throw projectiles at him, my jutsus at him, but he's able to withstand all of them. It didn't even touch him. How about this? He said, placing Naruto right next to him. What the hell is wrong with you, sensei? Well, they gotta try this. As he tried to land a punch on Naruto. But to everyone's shock, as he was making sure that his punch packed a lot of force, he literally caused a crack on his back. My back, ow, seriously, it hurts. He fell down, and Naruto defeated Zabuza Momochi like this, without even trying. What the hell just happened? Said Sasuke Uchiha with a huge sweat drop forming, as well as Sasuke and the bridge builder, as Kakashi was literally stroking his chin. You're extremely lucky, Naruto, he said with a nice smile. Extreme lucky my ass. You literally threw me in danger. What if I had died? Well, you couldn't have. I mean, I was always there right next to you, wasn't I? Seriously? Yes, I am an Anbu, remember? An ex-one, though. And I have a lot of training in my belt. So you don't need to worry about any of this stuff, Naruto. So he's the man who literally threw me in the danger. Worry about that later. Just help me out. Can you tell me about this Gato person, Zabuza? Then I'll tell you. And that is when we see Turnin arrive there. And before it could even make an introduction, it tripped and fell, breaking its mask. Haku, good, you're here. Help me out. You blew up my cover, master. It's alright, daughter. Just come here and help your father out. As with tear-filled eyes, we see a limping Zabuza was lifted up. I'll help you, kid. Damn, I'm getting too old for this job. It was a back pain that I was having. If it wasn't for that, I would have beaten your ass to death today. Yeah, extremely lucky. I see my ass, sensei. But you are lucky, right? Oh, shut up, sensei. It's not very nice to convince you and all. As after that, Zabuza began to tell them about his troubled past and all this. And that is when we see Naruto and the rest of the gang helping out the bridge builder complete his bridge as well. And the day of the final day, when it was finally close to completion, we see Naruto arriving back home to grab some water. And that is when he saw that front door was busted open. And there inside he saw two of the goons about to rape Tazumi. And that is when he went black. And when he was back to his consciousness, he saw that he was in a mass of smeared and decapitated bodies. And his hands were covered in blood. And so was his whole body. And he was just panting heavily there. What the hell went wrong? Naruto, said Kakashi with extremely shocked expression. Are you... I'm fine, but what happened, sensei? You don't remember? No, I don't. What happened? I don't remember anything. It's alright, Naruto. It's alright. Calm down. Everything is fine. As after calming down and cleaning up, we see Naruto sitting on the other side. As Sasuke and Satsuki approached him. Hey, both of them sat sitting near him. Hey, what happened? I don't remember. You really don't? Sasuke said. No, you went all kamikaze on their ass and literally butchered them down after arriving there. What happened? I seriously don't remember. What do you remember, Naruto-kun? Said Satsuki concerningly. I remember that I was just going back home to get some water for all of us. And there I saw Tazumi-san being attacked by two people, and they were going to do some things to her, talking about rape and stuff. I was enraged, and after that I don't remember anything. Weird. Extremely weird. Well, you had that orange aura around your body, and you were screaming as well at high-pitched volumes, like a screeching monkey or something. What the hell? I'm joking, Sasuke said. But seriously, you were howling like a cat or a fox. Whatever it was, but you literally butchered them down. And there was a weird bubbly-ass tail forming around on your back as well. Where? On your lower ass. What? I'm not joking. Seriously, it was there, right above your ass. Wow, this is weird. I gotta go ask back home, when we get back home, about this to Tojan and Kachan. They might know about something. You don't need to ask them. You can ask me yourself, said a voice. Who said that? Said Naruto, out loud. This dumb idiot. You don't have to speak out loud. I'm a voice from within your mind. As Naruto began to get scared now. Oh my god, I'm haunted by a ghost. What do you mean, Naruto? Said Sasuke, getting serious. I hear voices, Sasuke, in my head. Have you finally lost your brain cells or something? No, I'm not joking. I seriously hear this. Fuck you too. I may be a voice, but I'm much more than that. Calm down, kid. As after trying his best and failed expression of calming down Naruto, when Kakashi got a wind of it, he really said just calm down and listen to the voice. And Naruto was given his own room. And Naruto finally did. What is it that you want, Godson? Is there something that is holding you here? Do you wish me to do some things to make sure that you pass and move on to the next life? Said Naruto. As no reply came. Real funny, kid. Real funny. I just told you that I'm not a ghost or anything. I am a voice in your head. Voice of a Biju that is sealed inside your head. You idiot. But Biju? Like the Ninetales that was killed by my father? Yes, the Ninetales that wasn't killed by your father, but was sealed by that idiot of a Kage inside you. What? Seriously? Yes. Oh my god. I'm nothing more than a cell for you then. Yes, and that is what you are worth to me. Damn, that hurts. Alright, enough about this. What I want from you is your cooperation. For what? Don't you want to know about the masked person who caused all of this damage and bring him to justice? Obviously I do, but I gotta ask permission from my parents first. Well, I'm gonna tell you this much. Whenever you're ready, you have my full support. You can tell this to your parents as well, but not anyone else. Okay, if you say so, Mr. QB. You have not earned my complete respect or trust yet to reveal my true name to you. Okay. Thanks, Mr. QB. Son, Fox, just go, kid. You're weirder than your mother. Okay, bye. As Naruto was kicked out of his own consciousness as he saw that in front of him was his sensei, and it was already morning time. So, well, a lot of weird stuff happened, and he told me that he got my back for some reason. If I try to go and take on that masked person. Masked person, he says, huh? Is that you, Sensei? No! Obviously no. What made you think that I was the masked person that he was talking about? Well, you wear a mask. Seriously, Naruto. Stop acting dumb. It was just a genuine question, though, Naruto said, laughing. As after that, we see the bridge was finally completed, and Zabuza was finally taking a decision. I'm gonna retire, and I'm gonna settle down here. I'm gonna begin teaching these kids how to use chakra now. Somebody gotta keep them in line so that they can defend themselves if other tyrants like Gato arrive here, since he lost his territory and control in this area. I see, said Kakashi, as he looked towards Haku, his daughter. But I want you to take my adopted daughter with you. Go with them, Haku. But Tojan, it is what I wish. And I know you have a dream to wander outside and see what it feels like to a place where you belong. I have a place. Not a constant one, I believe. I am a wanted shinobi. One of these days, someone is gonna come and claim my head. And with my condition, I know that I cannot fight that much. But you, on the other hand, have a whole life ahead of you. so it will mean a lot to me if you go and live your life, please. He said with a bow as much as he could, and Haku with tearful goodbye agreed, and with Naruto she left. And after that, we see them returning back to Konoha, and as soon as they returned, we see Sasuke beginning to talk and make jokes with Naruto until he bumped into someone. It was a huge girl with blonde hair. "Watch where you're going, kid," she said as Naruto repeated, "Oh, calm down, miss. It was an honest mistake." "I see. It's not me who should calm down, it's Matatabe, is that what I sense?" Said the woman, stopping and looking at Naruto with wide eyes. "It's the Nine-Tails chakra. He's a Jinchuriki." As Kyuubi's eyes opened inside the seal as he smirked. "Ah, so the Two Tails is here. Interesting. Very interesting." As Naruto then said, Miss? Don't bother them, Naruto. I apologize on my team's behalf. They're just returning back from a mission exhausted, and they were just joking about." "I see. It's alright." As we see that now, Naruto and everyone else begin to leave while the woman just stood there and begin to watch Naruto with closed eyes. As Satsuki didn't feel right about this, she was getting enraged for some reason. And while this was going on, many other villages began to show up with their teams to participate. This time around, all 5 nations were going to participate inside Konoha, and a certain group of people were watching them. Mainly 2 groups. One was Orochimaru, who himself was planning to attack and destroy Konoha. And as for the other side, it was the Akatsuki, who had a golden chance to capture each and every Biju in the midst of his plan. Both were trying their best to help each other out. Since Orochimaru wanted the jutsus and they wanted the bijus, they agreed to work together, but while not interfering with one another, and while working with one another all together to avoid any miscalculations as well as friendly fires to happen. As this was going on, we see that Naruto has finally reached his home, where his Kajan as well as his father was waiting for him. "Ah, son, you finally returned. And I got a guest with me. She's gonna stay here with us." As Kushina said, "My son brought back a wife." As Haku began to blush. "Mom, it's not like that, okay?" As Naruto tried his best but to no avail, as Kushina went as far as to say, "You don't have to worry about anything, except for one. You have to give me at least 18 grandkids. I want to play with a huge family at once." "Kushina, don't you think that's quite a lot?" "Shut up, Minato. Because of the QB, I was not able to give birth to more than one. But I sure as hell want more kids, regardless of them being mine or my grandkids. I love them both." As after that, we see Minato just smiling at him and her. "You know, little one, you're free to stay here as much as you want." And as Kushina said, "We really do want a happy big family." "Dad, not you too." "Well, there's no going against your mother's wishes, Naruto. You know it, I know it. So it's better that you give up right now." "Ah, damn it." As this was going on, we go towards the next door apartment right across the street, which was mainly abandoned apartment. There we see a pair of binoculars watching through the window. And on the other side, we see a pair of white, pale eyes, as veins were around the face of this individual. This was Hinata Yuga, who was literally clenching her teeth and fists so hard that she was about to explode with anger. As Satsuki came there, "What the hell is going on here?" "That's not the only thing that you need to worry about. There is another one." "What?" "Yes, I believe she's from Kumo. She was about to attack my idiot of a brother, but out of nowhere she paused and began to give that eyes to Naruto that this one did. And you just let that happen? What could I have done?" As Hinata became quiet. "What are we gonna do now? Do you even know how many are there?" said Hinata with rage. "And you bring in more and more? Hey, it's not me who bring them in. It's not even Naruto. It's just that people drive towards him whenever things like that happen. Don't you think I know that? So, what did you find out? Anyone else here besides us? There's this girl named Tenten. And, surprise, surprise, Hokage's secretary, Shizune. Wait, what? She's 19. Do you think she cares? Naruto is an adult by law, and by shinobi standards. So she's all for it. And his ramen server, Ayame. Ayame Ichiraku. I always had a thought that she would be. And Ino Yamanaka. Surprise, surprise. That was certainly a surprise. I thought she was my brother's fangirl. Well, she did that to get Naruto's attention, but it ended up flatly when he outright didn't even see her as a love interest. Well, to be honest, he never did to anyone. Well, he will now, said Hinata. So you're finally gonna come up clean and drop this act? Why? Why should I? I mean, he sees me as this person now, so I better yet go with it. It was not a known fact outside of the Hyuga clan that the Hyuga clan Harris was not actually a shy one, but in fact was the most brutal and cunning and smart and cold person out of all of them, to the point even the elders were afraid of her and her potential. And the only person she ever acted shy in front of was Naruto and her family, to make sure that she was the one that was chosen as a daughter-in-law. As now we go towards, while this was going on with with Hinata and Satsuki, towards Tsunade and Shizune. As Shizune was doing her work, her wallet fell down. As Tsunade tried to take a peek, took some money from it because she lost another bet last night. And that is when she saw a picture of Naruto. Weird. And that is when the wallet was snatched from her. Tsunade-sama, how many times do I have to tell you to not peek into my wallet? Or don't touch my stuff? Why is there a picture of Naruto in your wallet? As she then began to smirk. No, don't you. I'm gonna go and have a chat with Krishna. Don't, please. Okay, I'll tell you. I promise. Okay, spit it out then. Yes, I really do like him, okay? Why? He's young. He's an adult by our standards, isn't he? And I've waited long enough. Wait, that is now getting creepy. He was always nice to me. And he's the only male that even considers me as a woman. And he told me that I was pretty. She said, hiding away under her blush. I see. Well, this gives me an idea, since I know that Hyuga girl likes him. What? Yes, didn't you know? And that I'm a girl that serves him ramen as well. And after that, Naruto's family alongside him was called. Sabba-chan, why are we here? Well, for one, this idiot wanted you to trade into the Sage mode finally. Finally? Yes. Okay. That's good, Naruto. And he said, wiggling his eyebrows. The other, I should tell as well, Tsunade. Go ahead, you pervert. You, my son, are the chosen one, as you have been chosen by the gods, and to be granted with none other than the power of the C-R-A. What? Said Minato and Kushina with a shocked expression. Whoa, is that a good thing? No, it's not. My son is not a breeding horse. Well, you put it like that, Krishna. It's quite weird, said Tsunade. I mean, marriage is not some, just hit and run kind of job. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. And you wanted a huge family, remember? Said Jiraiya, butting in. That is true. Mom, you're scaring me. Dad? Well, son, I can't beat your mother, so yeah. May God bless your soul. Dad, come on! It's not helping me out at all. Well, I guess it is what it is, son. Just be prepared. And after that, applications was rolled out and the council agreed to this. And let's just say Naruto was more than surprised at how many women has joined his harem. And to say he was shocked was less of an understatement. Because most of the women were those he knew. Shizune Kato, Ino Yamanaka, Ayame Ichiraku, as well as Hinata Hyuga, Satsuki Uchiha, Tenten, Higurashi, and none other than the girl that he met. Her name was Yujito Ni from Kumo. She has even joined in. And that was not all. It was Kurtsuchi from Eva, and from Suna it was none other than Temari no Sabuko. Naruto didn't even met them. as Naruto was now currently in a room with all of his fiancées. Hi everyone. Yes, hello. I get most of the women I knew that are here, but about you, why did you even? Well, it was like love at first sight. Said you used to. Me as well, said Eva. Kurtsuchi from Eva. Even though I hate your father and wouldn't not want him to be my father-in-law, but yeah, I guess you can say that. As for you, it's quite different. And surprise, surprise, there was another woman that was sitting there with black cloak and red clouds that just entered. Her name is Konan, and she just has been admitted in your harem, Naruto. Enjoy, kid. And make sure you have some juicy stuff and details to give me later on. Ew, that's disgusting, said Naruto. And that gained him another plus points from women. That's quite cool attire, Naruto said, looking towards the newcomer. Thank you. With nothing more than a bow, she sat down. As after that, Naruto became acquaintance with them and all, and began to spend some time. As now we go towards the Akatsuki, as well as none other than Orochimaru. What the hell is wrong with you? Why did you send her out, Pain? I mean, they opened up a CRA and anyone can join. It gives us an opportunity, since one of the Jinchurikis, actually two now, said Zetsu as he arrived there. Fu from Takigakure just joined. Oh, I see. You see, two of the Jinchurikis have already joined in his harem, meaning we can bag 3 Jinchurikis all together. And not only that, Konan is there as our informant, meaning 24/7 surveillance over them. So what are we gonna do? Let them have Chunin exams in peace? Unfortunately, Orochimaru, yes, we are. About you, you're on your own now. This cannot happen. You promised. I know what we did, but in the shinobi world, you gotta expect the unexpected. And not like you didn't betray us first. You shouldn't be mad at all. When you knew that this was going to come either way around. As he gritted his teeth, just be glad that we didn't kill you. You think I will let go of this insolence? He said he summoned the 8-headed snake, and the battle between the Akatsuki and the Snake Sun commenced. He used his, incomplete form of the Snake Sage mode and destroyed his body, but he did ended up destroying more than enough of the Akatsuki members. So much that only Pain, Tobi, and Zetsu remained, while the rest of the Akatsuki was killed in a crossfire battle between Orochimaru and the Akatsuki. That bastard. He took down most of our forces, only us are remaining 3. You don't need to worry about that, said a deep voice from the masked person. What do you think, Madara? What I said. We don't need to worry about that. They were some good muscles, but that they were only muscle. We are the brains. We also have the power. And we will do our own bidding. All we gotta do is just make sure that Konan gets every information and knows about their weaknesses. And when they are vulnerable, that is when we strike. And thank God that Orochimaru is dead as well. Yes, thank God indeed. And now we go towards Konoha, as 2 years have passed since that, and the date of marriage was coming near, and it was decided that next year they were going to get married, and they have been given 3 years worth of time with Naruto, and most of them have come out positive, all of them at least. And Konan, she was the most conflicted one, because inside she saw Yahiko inside Naruto, and much more than that, and now she has fallen for Naruto all over, and she didn't want him to hurt or anything. But on the other side was her old friend Nagato, who she couldn't betray, and that is why she was currently sleepless in the night as she was resting until Jiraiya came there. Konan, why are you sad? It's just sense that you're conflicted about Akatsuki and you. As her eyes widened, don't you think I knew? I knew. You don't need to be on guard, said Jiraiya as she finally calmed down. You like Naruto, don't you? How do you? I was going to bust you after an year of finding out and gathering clues, but then I saw the spark in your eyes. The same thing that I once held it for Tsunade. But I guess for you it's not late. Don't screw this up. You're gonna regret it later on. How do you? No, Sensei. Because I did the same thing for friendship, and I regret it up huge time. To this day I regret. If I was there and with a little bit of guts, I confessed, things would have turned out differently. Do you wish they would have? To be honest, yes, I kinda did. But it would have compromised her happiness. And that is why I'm happy with how the things turn out. But that doesn't mean that they will turn out the same for you as well. Don't screw this up. You still have him. His trust, everyone's love. You're not alone anymore. Thanks, Sensei, said Konan. I know what I need to do. As she disappeared, using her papers technique. As now we see her back in Amegakure. Ah, Konan, you're back. I am. And I'm back for only one thing. As she threw away the headband at Nagato. What's this supposed to mean, Konan? I'm done. I see. You have my blessing. You can go. But we are still coming for them. And I'll be there to stop you, Nagato. Why are you doing this? Don't you want Yahiko to be happy? Said Nagato. Of course I do. He is happy up in heaven. I finally moved on. And I wish you would too, Nagato. This is madness. We're gonna kill people to save people? It doesn't make sense. What doesn't make sense in this world? Konan. And nothing does. And that is why we strive for happiness. And this is a chance that I cannot ignore. He is just using you. I see it now. I didn't want to. But he's just using you. If he is, then I will take care of him, I promise. Now go. As Konan left, with a failed attempt to make Nagato look around, and that is when we see none other than Zetsu as well as the true leader, Madara Uchiha appeared. Obito said, Zetsu, she betrayed us. So it seems. We're gonna move forward, attack Konoha head on, and take as much as Jinchuriki as we can while damaging them, to make them see what kind of mess they have made. Alright then, so be it, said Nagato, as he, alongside his bots, were sent there, and the Konoha crush began. More like the destruction of Konoha began. As before he was about to begin with the universal push, we see a hand appear and grab Yahiko Path's Tendopath. It was original Yahiko who frowned and looked down at the Rinnegan eyes, as if he was staring at the user's soul. Don't do this, please, he said, as Nagato tried his best, but in the end, all he saw was the memories of the past. His sister has found happiness. He couldn't destroy it. He couldn't do it, says Zetsu. Of course I knew he couldn't. And that is why he's gonna die. As the real body of Nagato's was impaled straight throughout the chest with that rod. You set this up, didn't you? Obviously I knew you was going to betray me. So be it then. As Nagato's Tendopath then turned towards the original Obito and Zetsu. Chibaku Tensei. As using the Chibaku Tensei, huge amount of earth right in front of Konoha's gates were pulled up, where they were sealed. They tried to escape, but they were binded down with Uzumaki chains. And the clone looked at Nagato. You think I cannot do this? As the clone switched his places with the original one. In the end, even if you kill Zetsu, you're lost, Yahiko. Nagato, you cannot defeat me, who says? As suddenly, all over his throne, a huge amount of hissing sound was heard. I already defeated you. As, before he could do anything, 2 chakra rods were bursted straight through his chest. As Obito began to cough and bleed. And then a huge explosion erupted, killing him and Obito altogether. Nagato went down, following with a smile and the memories of his past when they were happy, alongside their sensei. I'm finally home, sensei. His last words were these, with a smile, and after that, everything turned into darkness. And as for Naruto, he was currently comforting Konan, who suddenly had a bad feeling about something, that something happened to Nagato. And after that, something did, because Tendopath fell down from the sky, and it was broken like a clay mask. and it was buried down there, right into the cemetery, and a funeral was properly attended, as Jiraiya was there in the front lines in the funeral. And after that, we have a huge time skip of 3 years more. We go towards Namikaze Uzumaki house after that saddened day to see that 3 years later, Naruto's father, Minato, and Kushina, who were retired, were seated there. And in their arms were their grandkids, and in front of them were as well, as they were being told the tale alongside all of their daughter-in-laws sitting inside a huge, living area. And as for Naruto, he was currently in the Hokage office, as Itachi was mentoring him to become the 7th Hokage, because to be honest, he too was fed up with this. And as for Konoha and the other elemental nations, they were already together and at peace because of, them trying at least on their own. All because they knew they can do this by setting aside their paths of previous hatred and others. As this is where I'm going to be leaving the story off, guys. I hope you like this one, and if you do, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, and stay tuned for another short story on my second channel. It will be up there soon, as this is Apollo Uchiha, and I'm signing off for the day. Peace!